Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
Please do make sure you are subscribed still and hopefully getting notifications. You know, we get messages all the time from people saying, I don't get notifications. Well, we probably put up videos 360 days a year, I would say, and most days we put up more than one video. So do check in. Just in case you're listening to us from BitChute. BitChute, we haven't been able to put up any videos that are longer than about 20 to 30 minutes. So only about half of the videos we're doing have been going up on BitChute lately. They kind of restricted bandwidth. We do want to thank everybody for their support over on Patreon, where every video goes up on Patreon. And here we go when we're talking about issues. How about this? Just let this sink in for a moment. Travel chaos as Dallas closes both airports with a spillover to at least 20 across America. Now, there's something else going on we're going to touch on in a second that absolutely feels like it ties in with this. A massive air traffic equipment outage brought travel to a near standstill across the United States. That's big. There's been an awful lot of airplane issues, hasn't there? Well, Dallas-Fort Worth International shut down for a large portion Friday as federal officials scrambled to contain the fallout. I mean, Dallas is an enormous hub. Yeah, when you think about it, Dallas, Chicago, Atlanta, these are some of the most major hubs we have in the country. Dallas Love Field was also hit with a ground stop earlier, but that was reversed to just a ground delay shortly after 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Beyond Dallas, the effects may have been just severe. Flights across at least 20 other air traffic controller sectors, including those serving Los Angeles, Atlanta, Miami, New York, Chicago, Denver, Salt Lake City, and Washington, D.C., were all impacted by the cascading congestion and rerouted traffic. At Boston Logan Airport, officials halted unscheduled general aviation flights entirely and warned of significant delays amid ongoing runway construction. In Las Vegas, thunderstorms exacerbated the chaos, contributing to a mix of weather-related delays and partial closures, while California's Monterey Regional Airport suspended nearly all fixed-wing aircraft operations except limited helicopter flights. Even Canada wasn't spared. Departures from Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver all delayed as air traffic controllers struggled to reroute or hold aircraft scheduled to land in affected U.S. zones. This is a developing nationwide disruption, the FAA said in a bulletin, confirming technicians were still investigating the cause of the breakdown, which affected radar, radio, and approach systems, all core tools of the airport coordination trade. According to Federal Aviation Administration updates, probability of delays extending remains medium as technicians work to restore affected systems. This comes on the heels of a cyber attack hitting major European airports. Operations disrupted. A major cyber attack has disrupted operations at several key European airports, including London, Heathrow, Brussels, and Berlin. Systems outages have caused delays in flight information displays, baggage handling, and check-in service. Authorities are investigating whether the attack is part of a coordinated operation targeting Europe's aviation sectors. In fact, when we go and we just scan what's going on in airports, you see, this is big. So this is not just the U.S. with these issues, and it's not just Europe. It's both. This is huge. And then, it gets me looking. And so far, all I see is basically EU, NATO-aligned airports that are having problems. I don't know of any, say, in Russia or China or any of the BRICS nations. But yes, as you can see, there's a lot of disruption on our side as far as this goes. So, and some have even said, will Russia be blamed? Will Russia be blamed for this? Is this some sort of preemptive, or maybe it's the beginning of some sort of military type of operation? When you recognize what's going on right now, We also had Trump saying yesterday about the drones that came into Germany, saying, well, maybe they were just disrupted. They're falling down everywhere, like as if they were hit maybe over Ukrainian airspace and somehow they made it all the way over into Polish airspace. Again, there's so much going on right now. The thing that hits me is the fact that technology to me seems like we are going backwards by decades. By decades. At the time when you get this, well, she looks nice enough, doesn't she? She looks pleasant enough. Wait a minute. What is she saying? I am not here to replace humans. Wait a minute. You're not human? No, this is AI. Oh, this is the world's first AI government minister. Literally. This is an AI government minister defending her role. She's just here to help people. This is Albania's new AI-generated minister that they're literally going to give the capability to make some decisions to. They're just going to trust AI for some of their decisions. Oh boy, it's a tangled web we weave.
I know, and we look at AI as it is, and it just sort of makes stuff up as it goes along if it needs to, and then it's already been caught lying and trying to blackmail people. Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, again, the reality is all AI does is scan information that it's been given. If that information's wrong, then the decisions will be wrong. It's just that simple. So you're trusting in the information that it's pouring through to be accurate. And they actually talk about it making legal decisions. I mean, making decisions and in the hopes that it's going to bring about fairer decisions everybody be happy with.
And the people who wrote the laws usually write them in favor for themselves and their own benefit, and that's what the AI is going to lean into. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I guess we don't have any other choice.
Again, it even says, I only have data at my disposal. I'm eager to learn new information, absorb new data. And if that data is incorrect, as we have seen, science is incorrect constantly and being revised constantly, then the decisions will not be the best decisions. It's just that simple. Well, maybe not the best for those looking for fair and equitable. So here you go. Cybertruck, yes, a Tesla robot arm demonstrates next generation drone launch. Yeah, it just shows how so many people are just nothing but simply, they just go along with whatever's handed to them and they cheer. It's like you're cheering the zombie apocalypse on. As you see here, the robots are here and they fly. Today at Ascend, we announced the R10 breakthrough indoor drone. Uses AI and autonomy to get into the most dangerous places so people don't have to. F10, a prototype robotic takeoff and land drone that's going to unlock long-range capabilities as well. Yeah, when we look to this, again, surveillance is everywhere. As more and more people perhaps decide that they don't want to be part of the system anymore. Yeah, the system has a lot of drones, a lot of hardware that it will utilize instead of people. Right now, so many people are seeing their jobs disappear because of technology and AI. And of course, we have that famous guy from The Few that said, "What do we need so many humans for? We don't need so many humans." Again, it's interesting to see, though. I do see a lot of people that may be sort of techies at the same time realizing that they're not so into this from the standpoint that, if you're a younger person and you got a full career ahead of you, or what you would take to be a full career ahead of you, this is definitely going to limit some possibilities for some. And again, when we look to what's going on in the real estate market right now, it's just so blatantly obvious with the Fed cutting only 1/4 of a point that the Fed is doing that to feed the big entities. This is who the Fed is. The Fed, again, is not, it's not for the people. No, it's for the big banks. That's what the Fed does, is protects the legacy banking system, which knows there's going to be an evolution and wants to control that evolution of monetary systems. Ultimately, it would be nice if we could go to more of a barter and trade and get ourselves outside of this system that is nothing but a blood-sucking leech, a parasitic entity on all of us. And it really needs to go in its entirety. As long as they keep giving us, two choices, the left and the right, and we keep choosing to pick one of those two choices, you're not going to have substantial change. We need to, again, say, no, we don't accept any of the system's choices. We can come up with something better. Absolutely. But this technology, I saw this technology back in the 80s, early to mid 80s. I had visions of this type of technology at a time where I didn't understand what I was looking at. I really had no clue, but now it's so easy to understand.
Yeah, this is really concerning. I mean, and there's people in the video, they're cheering it on and they're super, super happy about it. And this is not going to end well for so many. I mean, they're going to use these for control and other nefarious purposes from, I'm just going by like historically, have they ever used these things against us? I don't know. I don't like it. I do like puppies swinging on their owner's feet, though. That's really cute.
Yeah, I don't care how cute the AI puppy is. It'll never replace the real thing.
No. Mm-mm.
Absolutely. We thank you guys for your support. Come join us on Patreon if you're so inclined. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.